tribal was a hard one. We had to send Brandon home, and it was a unanimous vote for Brandon, which was not really the plan. We were literally not included in any of the votes in the other tribe anyways, so the fact that we were all united was not a group effort. It just kind of happened.
So before the merge, I went up to Jarrett and Brandon, and I was like, hey man, top three of us, right? Y'all can trust me, I can trust y'all. I guess you can say I had them wrapped on my finger, but I really didn't. At the same time, they were both iffy. But Brandon just kept going with Lydia and talking to the other team, and that was just a big iffy for our tribe. And we all said as soon as we merge, if anybody goes to talk to the tribe, you're out. And that's what Brandon did, so that's why we got him out.
Before going into tribal council, Brandon did kind of peel off, mostly just to talk to Lydia, his girlfriend. Wasn't really much strategizing going in, but the opposing tribe definitely saw that as a huge, blindside potentially for them. So they were threatened by him just talking to Lydia. Worked out great for us. Obviously, we were on the right side of the vote on that side, and I'm hoping that moving forward, they can see that, this is a good triple voting block that anybody can use for any kind of blindside. This one was pretty much a landslide. I don't think Brandon had a chance. As long as at the end of the day, it's not one of Lydia, Isabella, or myself, then I'm okay with that.
Brandon, you're a little rat and you deserve to get out, and I don't feel bad about it. You sat with the other team, even during tribal council. You wrote your name down basically for us and put it in the box. Like, there's nothing else that we could have done. So I don't feel too. I was happy. It kind of proved that Jarrett was a little bit loyal to us. The numbers added up. We knew that. Due to the fact of like how many votes were for Brandon, that there was no way Jarrett didn't vote for him. I will kill you. I will find you and I will kill your family.
It does suck that he did try to flip to be with us, and he got sent home.
Brandon came up to me and Lydia and basically kind of said, hey, what would you think of like a Jarrett, Lydia, me, and Brandon alliance? And I think from the start, just kind of watching them play and just watching how Jarrett was acting, pretty much, Lydia and I kind of quickly decided we don't really want to be on the same alliance as him. He came up to us and he was very willing to turn over, and I think that we definitely made a mistake.
A regret that I have now looking back on this tribal is I have an idol, and in the heat of the moment, fully did not even cross my mind to play the idol. It would have been a huge move, but I wasn't even thinking about making a big move. It felt like it wasn't even on the table for me. But what I could have done to change the game is play my idol for Brandon. Jarrett goes home, Brandon's on our side. They lose a number, we gain a number.
I think we definitely made a mistake not listening to Brandon when he came to us, because we definitely could have used him. I mean, it was 3 votes, and he wanted to flip, so that would have been 4. And then Catalina kind of seemed like she wanted to flip, but I don't think she thought that we had the numbers. And so I think that had we utilized Brandon and Catalina, we definitely could have flipped that vote, but that was just our decision. It was very last minute, and there's nothing we can really do about it.
Unfortunately, with the very little time we had, being told vote Brandon 20 seconds before we walk down and sit down, it's just we kind of just had to go with a plan that we could stick to.
That vote really pissed me off because I was really trying to get everyone to vote Cherokee out, and everyone wanted Brandon out for no reason. I had never talked to the man because Cherokee was always on my butt every time I tried to talk to him, so didn't really know the guy. So when we had to vote him out, I didn't really have a say, so I just voted him out with everyone else. I was a little nervous because I knew him and Cherokee had a good alliance, and Cherokee and him were my second alliance. And so I thought that when he would leave, Cherokee would kind of I would be replaced from Ryle, Nathan, Matt, and then it would be Cherokee instead of me, which I saw that coming. So that's why I really tried to push for the girl alliance.
Man, that was a scary vote, because I didn't know if everyone was going to blindside Brandon. That's actually the first blindside so far. And so very good feeling to know that we have 5 strong. We got rid of the person that was throwing a little wrench in our team. We still have numbers. We still have 5, and definitely feels good to get rid of Brandon at this point.
It was nice to see that Jarrett was on our side. I was very relieved that, you know, we could trust him a little bit more. Still don't trust him a whole lot. Still convinced that he's going to backstab me at some point, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm glad that he's out, and, you know, Jarrett, you're next.
Against every instinct I had in this game, Jarrett actually proved loyal to the former Nikwasi tribe, and he voted with us to get Brandon out. I thought for sure the two of them were flipping, and it turns out Jarrett was trying to get out Brandon. I thought I was done for. We didn't play Matthew's idol correctly, and I thought my game was done. But it turns out that we are still Nikwasi strong, and we have a good shot at making it to the final 6 in this game.
So I got a lot of flack for playing my idol. In the back of my head, I always knew that I might need to play it when that happened. You know, while we were at the tribal council, you know, Nathan was like, well, maybe Jarrett will flip on you. I've heard some things, I think, or something like that. And he said, I think I just saw Jarrett write a T. And so he was up in my ear. And of course, you know, as my trusted confidant, I was like, I think he might be either lying to me or he's telling me the truth and he's trying to get my back. And at that moment, it was a culmination of me thinking about the night before of when to use it, and, you know, me in that moment just being like, I think I need to use it now, because if there was ever going to be a blindside, it is at that time. I think I would kick myself more for not playing it and getting voted out than playing it and not needing it.
Come on in, guys. First things first, Lydia, I'll take back immunity. Immunity is back up for grabs. Before we begin, we're going to go ahead and draw. We're going to have 2 teams of 4. So you're going to choose one person that's going to be your caller. As is classic Survivor fashion, the rest of the team is going to be blindfolded trying to gather bean bags from out in the field here. We're clear. You guys are blue and green? You guys are going for these? All right, so they'll be out here on the ground just like that. Same thing for you guys. This is the color you guys are going for. All right, so they'll be out on the ground like that. You got to get all 4 back, which means one person will go twice. This is the first part of the challenge. The second part, those 4 that win, you guys will move on to the next stage where you are playing cornhole. And each time you make it into the hole, you get to pop someone else's balloon. All right, want to know what you're playing for?
Yeah.
All right, on top of immunity, individual immunity, you are playing for hot dogs and ice cold Coca-Cola. Go! Turn around. Keep walking straight. Keep walking straight. Go. A little faster. Take a little hard left. Go. Go. Stop. Right. A little bit. Forwards. You're not there yet. Keep going. Forward. Wait, where are you? Right there, that back. Turn around. Keep walking. Turn right just a little bit. There you go, you got it. All right, now come back towards my voice. Back this way, let's go. Left. All right, you're going to hang right just a little bit. Keep going forward. Angle left a little bit. Angle left. Keep going forward. You're going to hit the edge of the garden box. No. Don't drop it. Take 3 more steps forward. Garden box. Walk over it. It's a little bit to your left. Keep going. To your left. You didn't make it. You got to pick it up. It's at your left foot. Left foot.
Raul, go forward.
All right, toss it forward.
Keep going to your right.
Lydia, turn around and go straight.
Take 1 step forward. To your left.
You got it.
Keep going forward. Take
all right,
to your left.
Right foot, you're standing on it.
To your left.
Let's come back. All right, good.
Keep going
Watch
to your
out for the
left.
hole. You're
Roll
going
to your left.
All right,
right to your left.
You're about to touch Matthew.
Your right hand is
go
about
to
to touch
Matthew's
you.
right.
Right there.
Throw it.
Right hand.
No.
Right there.
Go to your right.
Come on back.
Step over the garden box.
Keep walking.
That's the garden box.
A little bit
Now
faster.
turn to your left.
Now turn to your left a little bit.
Go
Now
straight. Go straight. Drop the bag.
Straight.
All right,
Straight.
Jared,
2
you're
more
up.
steps.
Go forward.
To your left a little bit.
Go forward.
Drop it down.
Stop.
Drop it down.
Directly right.
All right, Catalina.
Go forward.
Turn around. Keep going forward.
You hit it.
Faster.
Bring it back.
To your left, Catalina. To your left. Keep going.
Go. Stop.
A little bit faster.
It's there. Drop it.
Right.
All right, Matthew.
Right now.
Go back.
Keep going straight. You got a couple steps.
Turn right.
Keep right. Turn right a little bit. Right, down to the ground, down to the ground. Turn right. Stop. Right, your knee right there. More. Come back. Come back to my voice. Come back to my voice. Keep going straight. Keep going straight.
Wait, you're on top of me.
Keep going straight. Keep going straight.
Move it forward.
Keep going straight. Turn right just a little bit.
My voice.
Right just a little bit.
Going to that's
right
the other tribe. That's the other tribe. Sidestep left.
Right there.
All right, forwards. You gotta drop it. Nathan's team. Come on, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan!
We hit one last one over there.
Gosh, that was so good.
Killed it, man. Killed it.
That's okay. That was kind of
All
fun.
right, good job on the first part of that challenge, guys. All right, second part here. Again, once you sink one, you get to pop a balloon. Lydia, you'll be green. Matthew, you got red. Nathan, you'll be blue. Jarrett, remaining is pink. Got it. Let's go ahead and get started. Doesn't matter who's up first.
Wow.
Nathan, get to pop the balloon.
You said she was green?
Lydia's green. Lydia's got a balloon down. Matthew misses. Jarrett makes one.
Let me grab them.
Another one for Lydia.
Relax.
You guys really want to share it?
Close. Nice cigar.
Yep. There you go.
Holy, you are sweet.
Then pop another. Did she get one on the board?
Good thing I started.
Matthew scores one. Lydia will get to finish this round out to try to pop someone.
Ooh.
No good, Lydia, you're out. Oh, close. All three of you have all your balloons in.
Well, I never got on.
Obviously, you guys aren't spending much time at college parties. Nathan, what's going on, man? Always to the right.
It's been a time.
Jarrett with another one. Nathan, have you made one yet?
Yeah. I made like the first three.
It's been so long I forgot.
Get one down, man. Yeah, I got you. Was that your turn?
All right, Nathan's getting mad at me. It's not gonna do him any favors there. Jarrett with another one. We got one balloon left for Jarrett, one balloon left for Nathan. Close, Jarrett. Ah. Matthew with another one. Jarrett, what was that? How'd you know? This pattern?
Is that it? Yep.
I'm supposed to pop my own?
No, you can't pop your
mine.
own. You gotta pop Matthew's. You know, people work really hard to get in this game to not throw challenges. I don't know. But,
Bro.
yeah.
You said it yourself.
You're throwing this challenge better than you've thrown any of these beanbags. All right, Matthew wins individual immunity. All right, first time with individual immunity. How's it feel? Second time. You're right. You got the second one, man. All right. Well, you, my friend, will be safe tonight at Tribal Council. The rest of you guys, someone else is coming home, losing their chance at that sole survivor title. I'll see you guys back at camp. One reward as well. Matthew gets to enjoy a nice hot dog feast, baked beans, and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Matthew, would you like to share that with someone? Sure. All right, we'll go ahead and pick someone to share that with you.
God, everybody's gonna overthink any choice that I make. Who's the hungriest right now?
Wait, do we not get
Well,
it?
none of our tribe has eaten, so
Oh,
that's
it's
anyone
only
can
him?
eat. The girls.
Do y'all care if I bring someone on their tribe? You promise?
It's up to you.
We have immunity. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, true. Really awesome.
She was already going.
Tough choice there.
I thought she was already going.
No, it's just the winner. No, it's just me. All right, well,
Hot dogs!
yeah, 2's a nice group. I think 3 is better. You pick someone else. Nathan, I assume you're not that hungry, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, you hungry?
I'm always hungry. Take her.
All right, Catalina. All right, you guys can head inside. Grab some hot dogs, grab some Cokes.
I think 4's been on.
The rest of you guys got nothing for you. Head back to camp.
Today's challenge was really fun. I love screaming. I can't get enough screaming. I've always seen that challenge on Survivor and I thought, you know, I could yell really well. You always see them going, I can't hear you. People can hear me. And so I felt really proud of how I performed in the challenge today.
So that challenge kind of sucked. I think we had pretty great directions. I think, you know, they were doing a great job of listening to instructions. Our only downside was the pace in which we kind of set beforehand was too small, and the other team clearly was just sprinting for each one of them.
That challenge, I really thought I had it, but I had to pee the entire game, and I was like dancing inside and out, and so that was partially why I couldn't focus at all. I blame having to pee every 15 minutes on losing that game.
And there was Nathan, Jarrett, and Matt at the end, which is my tribe, my alliance. So it didn't really bug me. But at the same time, I was talking with the other tribe, and they were like, come join us, come join us. And I was like, yeah, you know, I hate this tribe, you know, getting them under my finger. And James, I had James wrapped around this finger right here. He thought I was with him the whole time, but I wasn't, you know?
We had determined before the challenge set out that we were gonna all let Matt win. And so it was just a matter of wasting time until he sunk enough holes. And Matt won. So it feels good to be in that kind of control over the game. And it feels good to have another Nikwasi take home immunity.
Nathan and Jarrett come to me and say, we're gonna throw this for you and give you the immunity. And I go, okay, thank you. I mean, I wasn't too worried about me. I knew that we had the numbers. I don't know why they decided to give it to me, but you know, am I gonna argue? No, that would be really dumb. It's free immunity, I don't care. I'm here to win.
I wanted to make Matthew and Nathan believe that I was gonna throw it, which is a hard thing to do because it's like, I want to win it, obviously. If I can win individual immunity, I'm gonna try to win it. But I also have to be like, all right, I'll throw it. So I was trying my best. Unfortunately, some of them weren't landing. And you know, Nathan and Matthew were both up against me there. The main mission though was to get rid of Lydia. We did that. And then at that point it focused to, all right, let's give Matthew individual immunity. But if Jarrett happens to squeak out individual immunity, I'm not going to be mad about that.
Matt had a really hard decision to make when it came to who he was taking to the hot dog reward. He ultimately just kind of floated around the room, saw what opinions were. I wasn't hungry. I told him not to pick me, both for strategic reasons and because I wasn't going to eat any hot dogs. So even so, it's always a little freaky. Why did he take that person and not this person? Who's left behind? Who's left on that challenge? I think he made a good decision, and I think we can trust him with who he's with.
I won the hot dog, and of course, you know, I got to bring my girl Catalina because I knew she was pretty hungry. And then I brought Lydia just because she said, when I said who's the hungriest, she actually was excited, and I said okay. And at that point, I knew alliances were pretty solid and locked in, and so I wasn't too worried about it.
I was like, I know that's not, I'm like barely even hungry.
But I enjoyed going up there because I ate 1 hot dog and 2 sips of Coke. Kind of wish I drank a little more Coke than that. But I didn't want to eat a lot because I didn't know what our next challenge was going to be, and I didn't want to throw up.
You know, during the hot dog reward, it was pretty much just Lydia trying to convince both of us to flip, but Catalina and I just didn't really buy it. Nothing really was said. We just kind of enjoyed the hot dogs and just kind of moved on. I literally didn't finish my hot dog and I left about 2 seconds afterwards. I just was like, I was literally gone for probably a total of 7 minutes. But I knew that, you know, top 3 is gonna happen in 7 hours. So I need to make sure that I'm there.
A smart play on my behalf would be to pick off, to stay together with my group, Jarrett, Rail, Matt, and Nathan, and then pick off each of them, James, Lydia, and Isabella. But then Jarrett and Matt are very smart. So I feel like I should pair up with Matt. I should pair with Jarrett, Matt, and me, and then kind of get one of the three. It's a lot. I've been going back and forth so much between my group just because it's been all guys and I've been the only girl, and like everyone expects me to be the outsider, so I've been going back and forth just playing each side. But like now I have to take in consideration that like this is the final lit. They can like vote me out just because like I'm that extra person. I have been telling them that I'm just here just to get to top 3 and that I'll help them get up. But once I'm up there, like I'm up there. Like I've got a spot, and then from there I'll just try to be smartest in everything I do. So we'll see how it plays out. We all just finish us. Like if we all stay together, we can just pick them off one by one.
We got rid of the toxic.
And then after that, we're by ourselves.
They're gonna try their damnedest to win immunity and to get one of us off. So we, no matter what, I know that like eventually
do we
we're gonna
know
have to
if
go
they
for
have
ourselves.
one more?
We need one more.
They have to have one.
There's still 3 of them. All it takes is one of us to go over there, and it's tight.
They have to have.
And they're gonna try their hardest to switch it. So what we have to do is just get one more off, and then we can just, it'll be different game.
So who are we picking off first?
Right?
Would they see it coming? And then we would have
I think the thing is, we can decide it after the James hasn't. I don't remember.
That's true, we can decide it after the meeting. But just know that we all have.
Guys, at this point, you see what happens when you go run off without a trade. It's sketchy.
That is true.
So stay.
Because I only voted him. I only voted him because I saw him talking.
It's probably been one of the weirdest merges I've ever seen on Survivor. The control lockdown aspect of our tribal unity has worked a little bit too well, and we literally don't even hang out around the same camp. I told my tribe that we needed to cold shoulder the other team, and holy crap, did they deliver. And even so, they're at the bottom and they need to scramble. They're so defeated, they don't even come talk to us anymore. I don't even know where they are right now. I can't see them. They're all having their own conversations. Maybe they're plotting and planning, but they need to be plotting and planning with us. I mean, I'm happy about it, but we basically canceled the merge. They've given up. They don't even want to be around us anymore. And they have to be around us if they're gonna win.
At this point, there's nothing we can do, right? So, the other tribe doesn't trust us. They don't want to let us in. They don't want to use our 3 votes. And so pretty much the only thing we can do right now is just cause trouble. Jarrett, we're dating. And so him being on the other tribe, he did not make any kind of communication with me. From the second we started this game, he did not make eye contact. He did not do anything. Didn't say good morning. And so I just decided to use that to my advantage. And so I was like, you know what, let me just put another little thing on his plate to worry about, because he's already so worried about what everybody else is doing. So let me just put another thing. I just decided, let's give this a go. And so I kind of called Jarrett out in front of everybody and said, Jarrett, why didn't you say good morning to me? Being as dramatic as I can, making him think I was actually upset at him when really I was just trying to, make some fun out of what little left I had. My sister comes up to me and she was like, are you actually upset at him? And so I was just kind of playing along and like, yeah, like he can't even treat me like a normal human being and say good morning. Playing the annoying girlfriend is what I was shooting for. I was just like, you know what, let me feed this all I can and just make him miserable with this.
None of our strong trio won the immunity. So the best thing we could do is try to stoke chaos. So what I try to do with Isabella is to really, really, really push Jarrett's buttons. And it seems to be working for the most part, because I think he thinks that there's going to be some lingering problems going after this tribal council. She's fully giving him the silent treatment, has him thinking that they're fighting genuinely. So I really, really am hoping that she leans even more into it, and maybe he cracks. Maybe he comes over and says, "Okay, I'm sorry," as a gesture of goodwill. I'll vote with you guys, and then we'll have a good strong 4 against their 5, and something can happen.
She, Lydia, and James were a huge, loud threat that caused a lot of problems in our camp. Were really frustrating, and she was getting in Jarrett's mind with the whole, you know, being pissed at him, and I had to like be on his shoulder. I am the sole reason why Jarrett did not flip or give up. And I know it was all game. She's not actually mad, but she looked so angry, and he was, you know, it was the first time he ever had like a vanilla Coke. He was sipping that bad boy up, and he was feeling so guilty. But I had to literally grab him by the shoulders and put my arm around him and say, Jarrett, this is a game. She wants to win. She's a Delos Rios. She wants to win. This is not for real. You win $200, she wins $200. You're dating. And I had to talk him down from the ledge like 5 different times. That boy's mental was weak, and she was getting right in there. But, you know, I knew that the more she was doing that, the harder it was going to be for us to win, so she's got to go. She needs to get out.
Again, we decided, let's just cause some trouble. And so they were all hanging around, and James and I just kind of walk in, and we're like, let's just create some more drama. And so I walk in and I said, Jarrett, I don't know if you can trust your people, man. Like, you got some leaky spies over here. They're telling us things, and we know things, and I don't know if you can trust your people. And immediately he goes, who said what? What are you saying? And then Catalina was like, I didn't say anything. And Raul was like, no, I didn't either. Well, Catalina actually wasn't there. Never mind. It was Matt. Matt wasn't there either. Immediately, though, they just started bickering. And we were just like, this is exactly what we wanted. And we stepped away and we walked away. We just let them work it out. So it was funny. It was definitely funny because at this point, being at the bottom of the food chain, there's nothing you can do.
And so we're going to go with Isabella here. No hard feelings to her, but she has been a little bit distant to me, which is like, why are you being distant to me? This is only a game. But we're going to go for her in hopes that somebody plays the idol for James. We can get rid of their second idol, and then we'll continue to have the numbers on them, and they'll have no more idols left.
All right, guys, welcome back to Tribal Council. As you guys can see, we had a pretty big vote, resulting in Brandon joining our jury, second member of the jury there. All right, so pretty big challenge today. Matthew, you've got immunity. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Especially at this stage of the game, it's pretty valuable.
Yeah.
Planning on keeping that?
Yeah.
All right. James, how are you feeling? You guys have, the original Two Glue members, you guys have survived for the first time a vote. What are you guys thinking about that?
Well, the one person that was willing to go out swinging is already on the jury, so I feel like a Two Glue's going to go next.
Gotcha. So Isabella, you think there's not much hope for you guys?
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of boring now because nobody will let you say anything, really. I mean, we're just on our own, and so it's just like, I really don't know, who's going out, but it's obviously going to be one of us.
Nathan, would you say that's true? It sounds like maybe Brandon tried to make a big move, kind of blew up in his face, but for you guys, was that the move there? Get rid of Brandon because he's trying to make a move?
Brandon was somewhat transparently. It's like he drew a new buff one day and just stopped talking to us all. And so it was a pretty easy decision to say, hey, this is weird. Let's vote him out.
I don't know, we never actually like strategized together, so I only ever saw him with Jarrett, so any other person he was like talking to, then, I mean, it was kind of obvious.
Jarrett, how was the relationship with Brandon there? Are you worried now that you might have lost an alliance member?
I would say it's similar to a dog and an owner.
You being the dog or you being the owner?
I'll let you decide that one.
So basically he's trying to play a Tony here.
Lydia, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling now? Same sentiment as James and Isabella?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to be a Two Glue because we're offering a game changer for them. Any person here could change the game in an instant just by being open to something other than what their leader says to do.
Right.
Lydia, can you give the best pitch for us changing?
Do you want me to really rock the boat right now?
Sounds like Jarrett wants to hear it from you guys. Let's hear it, guys.
I'm just asking, what your best, why would any of us want?
If you make it to final three, you're not getting any jury votes.
Yeah.
Plain
And you're trying to
That's
carry.
it.
You're
It doesn't
trying
matter
to,
who else goes with you. Like anybody else is gonna get the votes, not you. So
Like I don't know why you guys don't see it that he literally has you guys wrapped around his finger. Whatever he says, you guys do.
well, there
And
are
it's just like,
schemes, but they're too subtle and they're
you
not
guys,
bold enough
I
to do
know you
anything
guys,
about it.
like I know you guys want to make a big move, but you're just too scared to do it because you think he has all the power, but he doesn't. You do.
The only person that did, unfortunately, bit the bullet.
Yeah.
Jarrett's got a pretty big smirk on his face. Ro, you think there's something to be said for that? You think you guys are all wrapped around Jarrett's finger here?
We're all making decisions. We're all just
Really?
doing
What
it.
decisions have you made?
So, well, that's about that.
you could make a decision now, Raul. You could. For yourself.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
about it.
So Jarrett, Catalina, you know, I kind of see you guys. I kind of see 3 alpha males here, you know, out of the Nikwasi tribe.
It's too big.
And then I see you guys here, kind of quiet, you know, pairing off, that kind of thing. What are your guys' thoughts? You guys think you are at the bottom of those 5? Catalina.
Yeah, I think I'm at the bottom.
So this would be a good, perfect opportunity, potentially, for a big move. You know, maybe you stick it out with those guys. Maybe you build up that resume and show that you were controlling the game all along. Same thing for you, Raul. What do you think?
No, I don't think I'm at the bottom.
You don't think you're at the bottom? You think you're comfortable where you're at?
I
Gotcha.
know I'm not at the bottom.
At this point, how are you feeling about your Survivor resume here? How are you feeling about the way you played the game and how you're going to sell that to the jury sitting over there?
I'm pretty good. I mean, we're just playing the game, you know? So,
Matthew, what goes into your vote tonight? You're safe, obviously, but what's going to impact your decision tonight?
Hey, you know, I've made a decision in my brain. Let's stick with that.
All right. Jarrett, what goes into your decision tonight?
Every single decision that has been made so far has been made as a team. So,
All right, Jarrett, giving a little credit there. Nathan, what about you? What goes into your decision tonight?
I think tonight's all about trust. And unfortunately, that's where it's at.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I would tally the votes.
We have
I need.
It's just a game.
I'll go tally the votes. All right. Before I read the votes, if you have a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Lydia.
Don't want to go home with an idol in my hands.
All right. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes for cast for Lydia will not count. Anybody else? All right. I'll read the votes.
Someone asked.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote for Bella.
I took the
Second vote, Isabella. That's 2 votes, Isabella. Vote for Jarrett. That's 2 votes, Isabella. 1 vote, Jarrett. Jarrett. That's 2 votes Jarrett, 2 votes Isabella. Nathan. That's 2 votes Jarrett, 2 votes Isabella, 1 vote Nathan. Nathan, 3-way tie. Nathan, Isabella, Jarrett, all with 2 votes. Isabella, 3 votes Isabella, 2 votes Nathan, 2 votes Jarrett. Seventh person voted out as Forever Cherokee. Isabella. Isabella, bring me your torch. Isabella, tribe has spoken.
Come on, Jeffrey. The flame won't go out.
Oh, that means she gets around too, right?
I think this is. I think that is symbolic of Isabella's fire in this game. Man, Isabella just did not want to go. Unfortunately, that's it for her. For the rest of you guys, head back to camp. Got nothing else for you.
I'm out, obviously. I can't say I didn't expect it. I definitely expected it to be between me and Lydia. I'm really surprised they didn't go for James. They had the people that could have taken him out, but I mean, it was a really close one. They wanted to take Jarrett out. They wanted to get Nathan out, and you know, they just gotta stand up.